Hello, friends. Mark Heath, Andy Warren here to break down yet more good news coming out of Portman Road. Andy, another new deal for one of the founding fathers, if you like, of this town revolution. Luke Woolfenden has extended his contract. That's coming hot on the heels of Wes Burns and Caden Jackson also signing new deals, extending deals. Your thoughts, please, because Woolfenden obviously had an up and down season, very much up at the end of it, having been out of Paul Cook's plans. But now, as I say, he's a bedrock of this side, isn't he?
Yeah, sure are. They're busy boys at the moment, aren't they? Getting their house in order this summer. Again, just like with Wes Burns, he didn't need to do this. He still had 2 years left on his existing contract, just like Wes Burns did. But reward for someone who was absolutely outstanding from January onwards. It's an extra year on top of a deal, and I feel sure there's improved terms in there as well. Rewarding players who are central to what Kieran McKenna's trying to do, and that's the secret of a happy workplace, isn't it? Reward people when they're doing well, and that's what Ipswich are doing at the moment.
And having them there for the future as well, isn't it? Because we always, in the past, we've had issues with players coming out of contract and expiring contracts and deals and that kind of thing. But now clearly they're seeing the players they want to keep around long term, and they're tying them down, which is great.
Yeah, if you look at kind of the contracts list at the moment, you've got Edmondson, Burns, and Woolfenden in the 2025 club. And then everybody else that you would kind of see as central figures in this: Christian Walton, Sam Morsey, Connor Chaplin, obviously Caden Jackson has signed a new deal, but all of those prior to Jackson there are all under contract until 2024. Lots of them have contract options in there as well. So the real core of this football team right now has got significant time left on contracts. So there's a few who are up at the end of next season, but in the main, everybody that we see as kind of central to what they're doing has got at least 2 years left on their contract at Ipswich, and that removes any dramas, and just means that everyone's on board really, and they can all kind of work for the future, knowing that their futures are secured.
And these are players that you can see as Town go up, hopefully through the league system. You can certainly see those names you mentioned there playing in the Championship and doing well in the Championship, can't you, for an Ipswich Town side?
Yeah, that's got to be the hope. Obviously, getting out of League One has proved extremely difficult for Ipswich so far. They're about to start attempt number 4 at that. But the hope's got to be that you're building towards not just getting into the Championship. That would be great if they could get out of this league and into the Championship. But once you're there, Ipswich don't have the intention of simply stopping. So the more of a squad you can build that's good to go right now, the better position that you're in. No, look, I don't think we're thinking about this kind of thing right now, but there's a business sense to getting these deals done as well. Some of these players are financial assets and could be further down the line. We obviously know that player trading is a significant part of modern football, but to be able to do that, you need to have good contractual control over your players as well. So obviously the main hope is that these guys are central to some really good stuff and progress on the pitch, but there's that side of it too. And all in all, it just adds up to really, really good sense in almost every way to get these deals done.
So Wolfenden's tied down for next year. And talking of the future, there's been other news come out today, more contract deals, extensions. Sonny Aluko, who we kind of already knew had triggered an extension, that was confirmed today. And also a bunch of new deals, contract extensions for young players, headed by, because of the narrative around him, Tyrese Simpson. Andy, do you want to just bring us up to speed on the other things that have come out today?
Yeah, we've talked about Aluko's 1 year extension before. That was triggered by appearances, so that's been made official by the club. He'll be around next year, but yes, some options taken on both Tyrese Simpson and Tawanda Chirewa. Simpson, the headline one there, given all the contractual stuff we've heard around him. Town were always going to take this option. He's their asset. He clearly has some financial value, given that there are clubs looking at him, but all the signs are pointing towards a potential sale for further down the line. He's told the club he would like to move on, they tell us, and I'm sure that will happen at some point. But in order to do that and to achieve a fee, they needed to have him under contract. So extending that one was always going to happen. With Chirewa, I feel sure there's some talk going on in the background with him about an extension. He's had a really good season in the under-23, scored a bucket load of goals, and I'm sure they'll be talking to him about something a little longer. But first things first, they needed to contract him beyond the summer, and the easiest way to do that would be to trigger the option they had on him. So that's been done today as well.
And young striker as well, getting a little bit extra, Tommy Hughes.
Yeah, he's had some. He's someone I've always really liked. Been watching him for quite a while in the Town's younger system. He can play in all kinds of different positions in the kind of final third of the pitch. Sometimes a little bit deeper as well. But he's tenacious. He's good on the ball, and he's a battler. He's had to battle back from some really nasty injuries, but seemed to do that really well in the youth ranks towards the end of last season. I'm glad to see that they've given him a bit of an extension in there, and hopefully for him, he can use the 6 months that he's been given to push for something even longer term.
There you go then. More good news. Let us know what you think of it all below. I've been Mark Heath, Andy Warren. Join us in the next video.